Yo, I'm not trying to die. I need to record this video.
Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Can y'all tell how sick I am? No, right? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Now, I thought it was only fitting, since my last story was about a fight I had in high school, that now I tell you guys about the one situation I've had since being in college that tested every fiber of my being. Mom, you won't be proud of me for this one. I am still in college. I graduate December 16th, but she went to my college and she graduated not too long ago, so she knows that this story is about her. What's good? How you been? No shade. We don't have problems anymore, but it was gonna get real. So my freshman year of college, I go to a school that's out of state, so I knew absolutely no one. I met 3 girls that I instantly clicked with. We ended up wanting to room together our sophomore year, so we put in those plans. Everything was finalized. We get back the fall semester of my sophomore year of college, and one of the girls that we wanted to room with ended up not being able to come back because of financial stuff, so it just ended up being me, my 2 other friends, and one random girl. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a preface before I go into what actually happened because it's important. We had already started having issues with this girl. We're gonna call her Rebecca. And no, it wasn't the random girl that we got roomed with. It was one of my friends. She would lie about certain stuff, say she didn't take something when she actually did. She used my hairbrush without asking me. I'm not even gonna get into it. Needless to say, we were not on good terms by the time this story actually happened. About a week before this incident, she had left her dirty dishes on the counter in our dorm for a month. Picture pots, pans, bowls, spoons, cups, covered in all types of food and debris and stuff, spoiled milk and mold in basically the living room of my dorm. It was stinking up the entire suite. So me and my other friend who I was really close with and the random girl decided that we were just gonna clean her dishes because we could not take it anymore and it was disgusting. So we cleaned her dishes. She comes back home. She says nothing. She doesn't say thank you. Thank you for cleaning up my disgusting stuff. Thank you for making sure that our dorm actually looks like something when we have company. None of that. She just went about her business like nothing ever happened. That was the moment when I was like completely done and over her already. Now let's get into what actually happened. I came home from one of my night classes, I think it was like a Thursday, and she was sitting in the living room. Now the way that our suite was, there were 2 separate bedrooms and 2 people stayed in each bedroom. I happened to be sleeping in the room with Rebecca. This was during finals week, and at my college you don't get to choose when you take your final exams. Everybody gets designated days and you go. I got home at like 8:45, 9 o'clock. I had an 8 a.m. final exam, which means I had to be at the building and in my seat ready to take my exam at 8 a.m. Needless to say, I needed some sleep. Keep that in mind. So I come into our suite. I say nothing to her because I'm still irritated about the whole dishes situation. I go into our room and I start getting myself ready for bed. I ain't never gone to sleep at nobody's 9 o'clock before, but I was tonight because I had to be up in the morning. I wash up, I put on my PJs, and I get into my bed. When I get into my bed, she's still in the living room. 5 or 6 minutes pass. She decides she wants to come in our room and turn on the main light. I was in my bed trying to fall asleep. So I said, hey, Rebecca, do you think you can turn off the light? I have an 8 a.m. final. I really need to go to sleep. She says,
I haven't been in the room all night and I really want to sit in my bed and read.
You can't read in the living room where you were before I got here? I say, okay. Well, like I said, I need to sleep, so I really need the big light out. Why can't you just read in the living room like you were before? She says,
I really want to read in my bed. It's more comfortable than the couch.
This is where I started getting irritated. And I said, well, I need to be up in the morning, so can you get a flashlight on your phone or something? Because I really need to go to sleep. She doesn't respond back and she just turns off the main light. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go back to sleep. Sorry, I'm getting irritated all over again. This was 3 years ago. Okay. She then decides to turn on her desk lamp. And she had one of them industrial type desk lamps where the bulb was so bright. It was honestly brighter than the lights in the main room, which is why I told her to use the flashlight on her damn phone. Needless to say, I wake up again and I say, hey, Rebecca, that's really bright. Can you please turn it off so that I can go to sleep? Because I have a final in the morning. She starts complaining and talking about,
well, you told me to use a different light and
I cut her off and I'm like, hey, I know what I said, but I know what I said prior to this, which is that you should go in the living room and read your little book, okay? I have to wake up in the morning. I have to be up. I am not a morning person, bruh. I wake up, my internal clock wakes me up at about 10 a.m. every day. I gotta be there at 8. Do you feel what I'm saying? She doesn't say anything. At this point, I'm like, you know what? It is not worth the headache. I'm just gonna try to go back to sleep. This is what put me over the edge. After I say my piece, I ask her to go in the living room again. She does not respond. She took her lamp, her bright lamp, and pointed it at my face. I am laying in my bed and she pointed that lamp at my face. Oh, you done lost your damn mind. This is Maya Tomlin. Not only is she the light of my life and my mommy, she is also an attorney. So after I whoop that trick, she can represent me at my assault hearing. Cause you got me up. The light is on my face. I'm laying in the bed and I say, you've got 4 seconds to get this light off of my face. She chooses not to. I proceed to get out of my bed and I walk over to the lamp and to her and I turn it off. And I look her in the face and I say, do not test me. I do not know how I did this. I have no clue how I did not rock her. She decides she wants to get in my face and say,
are you gonna do something? I wanna see what you're gonna do.
I forgot to mention that Rebecca is 5'5", very slender, and a white girl. Some of y'all might not understand the significance of this, but anybody who is a part of the African American community understands. There are several reasons why I can't whoop her ass, but several more as to why I should. I get in her face, I'm pissed, I'm screaming. Since I chose not to tank her, she was gonna get all of this verbal fury. And she jumped a couple of times. And I was like, do you have no dignity? Everybody knows that when you scared, you just stand there and take it. And now I'm even angrier, cause you such a punk, but you started it though. Like, what did you expect? She is so lucky that my mother's services are too expensive for me to afford and that I chose to spare her life. I also did not want to get kicked out of my dorm because that's a whole other issue and it just wasn't worth it. But I was going to give her a taste though. She starts calling me crazy.
Oh my God, you're so crazy. Why would you say that you'd strangle me? Why would you say that you'd kill me? That's over the top.
You lucky I ain't throw you over top my shoulder and toss you across the room. Then she decides to call our CA. For those of you who don't know what a CA is, you're not in college yet, they're basically the person on your floor that's like in charge of everybody and everything. He comes to our room. I'm clearly still fuming, clearly still irritated. He comes in, he asks, what's the problem? Telling me to lower my voice and to calm down. And I'm just like, this is as calm as I'm gonna get, so take it or leave it. Again, he asked me what's wrong and I explained what happened. I explained how I have an 8 a.m. final, how it is now 11:45 at night and I have to pass this test. He says he understands why I'm upset and I'm like, I will hope so. He tells Rebecca why she was wrong and says, we can handle this in the morning. We might have to fill out some paperwork. I'm gonna need you guys to come down to the office, the CA office, so we can put this on file as a roommate disagreement. And I'm just like, okay, honestly, whatever. I just want to go to sleep. I want her out of my room and I want to go to sleep. He says that he can't put her anywhere right now and that we're just gonna have to tough it out for tonight and that we'll handle everything tomorrow. I'm like, okay. All right, she better not say nothing else to me though, or do anything. And I'm so serious. He says just give each other the silent treatment. I'm like, you know what, whatever. He leaves, I get in my bed, and I go to sleep. I was able to wake up for my 8 a.m. and I passed that jump with flying colors, so I was very happy about that. But our problems did not end there. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Let me know in the comments if you have ever had somebody test you to this extent before. Just tell me how you handled it or what you would have done differently in my situation. Like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.